Dougie, you didn't bring your fattometer, did you?
No, I
didn't. Good. So, as he said, I'm Jackie. Growing up, they called me Jackie O. Not to be confused with Jenny O, as in the turkey. I'm the other Butterball. The cuter Butterball. So, I used to have this trainer, and she would always tell me, Jackie, there's this skinny person in you that's just screaming to come out. And I'm like, yeah, I hear her. I just usually shut her up with a cookie. So, I want to meet the genius who put the In-N-Out burger in the LA Fitness parking lot. Introduce me to that person. Occasionally, after a very hard, vigorous workout, I would stop by occasionally into In-N-Out and, get a quick meal. And who do I run into but my trainer, Marley. And she caught me red-handed. I had a cheeseburger in my hand. And the only thing I can say is I ordered a Diet Coke. Because if it would have been a shake, I would have been dead. So I have an embarrassing confession. I was at, I work at LA Fitness, and they actually asked me to stop wearing shorts on the treadmill. Who does that? Well, apparently, the smoke that my thighs were causing, it kept setting off the sprinklers. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to ride your stupid treadmill. No, really, I don't, because like for 2 weeks I walked like John Wayne because of the burning. It's horrible. It's horrible. So, do we have any Biggest Loser fans in the house? Yeah, me too. I love it. I just love it with a big bowl of mint chip ice cream. And then like after an hour, I'm so depressed. I think the term is chip faced. It's the clinical term. Look it up. And I love watching NBC when they have their, Dateline NBC news flashes come on, right? And it said, binge eating leads to obesity and bad eating habits. Really? Oh, I just thought it was my overactive thyroid that gave me this beautiful body, right? But how about American Idol? I know we have an American Idol fan back here in the back row. Pastor Chuck loves American Idol. If you're his friend on Facebook, you know that. But it just seems like before Randy Jackson, before he was, thinner, he just seemed a lot friendlier, right? Like he just seems so, nowadays he just seems so much more cranky, and he's just like, yo, dog. I wasn't feeling it, dog. And like these performers are so amazing. I'm like, he's hungry. Give him a cheeseburger or something and he'll feel it. He'll feel it. He's hungry. I know where there's an In-N-Out burger. Coincidentally. But, I'm not one of those people who blame other people or want to blame God for being overweight. I take full responsibility for getting this beautiful figure. Full responsibility. I married a Hawaiian man, and he made me fat. That's what happened. And, people want to blame God. God, why am I overweight? Well, I know God didn't make you hit the drive-thru on the way home from work. And he didn't wake you up in the middle of the night. Jackie, this is God. There is leftover pizza in the fridge. Go eat it. Really, God in my head's a lot nicer than that. It just sounds cooler. When you go back to the beginning of the Bible and you have Eve, for example, she ate the apple, but it wasn't rolled in caramel on a stick, right? And when Jesus fed the multitude, it wasn't fried fish sandwiches, right? And I'm pretty sure they didn't mention all-you-can-eat buffet at the Last Supper. People back then got by with less. Why can't I grasp this concept? I don't know what it is. But, we all have our life verses, I have one. It's Ecclesiastes 4:9. Do you know what that is, sir? No? Just kidding. I won't say his name. But Ecclesiastes 4:9 is 2 are better than 1, right? But my brain stops right there. And so naturally, everywhere I go, it's like I need to go get some shoes. Well, I'm going to get 2. Oh, get 2 shoes? I better get 2 shirts. And if my in and out, of course it's a double-double, right? It says so in the Bible, too. I might have misinterpreted that just a little bit. And I know God doesn't want me to be overweight. The word says your body is a temple. Well, mine's more like Temple of Doom. But there's no Harrison Ford in this story, unfortunately. But I love going to church on Sundays. I love to go, and that's where I get fed spiritually, right? But it never fails. I'm always running late in the morning. I got 2 kids, and I'm just crazy late. And I get to church, and never fails by altar call. My stomach is growling so loud. It's like, and I know the person next to me is thinking like, rapture, sorry. No, it's all right. It's just my stomach. Where's the communion tray? You know? I'm gonna need 2. Double. Yeah. This whole 2 is better than 1 thing. Well, I happen to have 2 wonderful, amazing, hilarious, crazy kids. And I don't know where they get their craziness from, but it's beyond me. But, they're always saying and doing crazy things. For example, the other day I was, waking Solomon up in the morning, my 9-year-old, and I'm just, laying next to him, and I'm saying, good morning, Solomon. Good morning. It's time to wake up, Solomon. And he slaps me on the head. And I'm like, what the heck? Why'd you hit me? And he says, I'm hitting the snooze button. Where did they get this from? And then they're horrible to watch television with because it never fails when the commercials come on, like the diet pill commercial or the cellulite cream removal or the, Tony Little Gazelle. They're always just like, hey, Mom. You see it? They do everything but pull my credit card out and call the number for me. But they don't do that when it's an eHarmony commercial or a Match.com. And those really get me sometimes. They're really convincing. No, because these boys have it convinced or have everybody convinced that I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. They said that if I bring a guy around, they're going to go into pit bull mode. One's going to take the neck, the other one's going to take the ankle. Now I'm in trouble. But when they were little, I tried, it was kind of my choice to be single. And I just couldn't stand all these moms out there who introduced their kids to a new uncle every single week. You know what I mean? So it was my choice, right? I was single by choice. But then, I just started praying, like, God, just show me a sign. Show me when it's time for me to meet that special someone. But then after that, everything was a sign, right? Like, I get into a fender bender. Oh, this must be a sign. Or I get stuck in an elevator. Oh, this is a sign. Get a little closer, right? Or, would you like to supersize that? You read my mind. I'll tell you where I'm not going to meet my soulmate. Oh, no. Let me try one more thing first. About these kids. I don't want to skip ahead. But the scariest thing about being single and being alone forever is the fact that I have my 2 children who have the attention spans of centipedes deciding my retirement home. Yeah. I could just hear it now. So you said you have a bed? Okay, where do we sign? Scary, right? But what I was going to say is the place where I know that I'm not going to meet my soulmate would be the county welfare line, right? Can you imagine? So, how many food stamps do you get? That's my flirty face, by the way. And it's a wonder why I'm single, right? Yeah, so after 9 years of pretty much being single, and I recently became unemployed, so I decided to head down to the county welfare office and just kind of see what they have to offer me and check out this help from the fine state of California, right? So I go down there, and we're in the parking lot, and I see Escalades and like Mr. T Bling and